Okay, folks, now in the next episode, it looks like it's the next morning when we get to this particular scene. Fatima seems to reveal the awful situation that she's found herself in. Babe, yeah, so it turns out Robin, he's been keeping tabs on everything ever since he was in the UK. And he had a I guess, tracking either me or Gary, but whatever the situation, when I went over there to confront him about the situation involving Andy, there were photos, and then I got, you know what? Matter of fact, I wonder. Well, no, because I don't believe. No, yeah, that's right. Robin gave Fatima back her gun, not the photos or anything, because I can't help but think, and I remember, I didn't really catch flack for this, thankfully, because I think at the time fans understood what I was saying. At least even the Fatima fans who saw how stuff went down. Fatima did not tell Zach the full story about what went down when she went to confront Gary. All she said was, I went to see Gary, I went to talk to Gary, and then things got physical. And then, she omitted several key pieces of information there. Zach, not wanting to hear anything about his woman being, manhandled, wanted to instantly go down there and take Gary out on the spot. And, Fatima stopped him. But the thing is, she failed to omit the fact that I went down there to confront him and I grabbed him twice and then I got shoved to the ground and then he took my gun. That's the thing. It's like you just omit that. This is why people get killed, because they never get the full story. I mean, come on now. I'll give Zach, props here that even if Fatima spelled out the full story, he wouldn't like the fact that Fatima got shoved. I'll admit to that. But it's just the fact that these characters, mainly these women, that's not to say the men don't lie, but these women just have a way of telling half truths and whatnot. I mean, you talked about how things got physical, but you didn't talk about the full escalation or how things escalate to that level that I put hands on Gary first and, I did it twice. And I mean, of course, again, Zach wouldn't have any problem. This is the same dude that, popped him across the face or jaw because he called Fatima out of her name or something. So I just really think that Fatima should have told the truth because those photos don't lie. I mean, even if we as the audience didn't see the entire scene, if we go based off the photos themselves, it definitely looked like Fatima was the aggressor. She was the one that put hands on Gary, and she was the one that got shoved to the ground. And then, of course, the gun came into play. So I think that Zach is, of course, freaking out. Oh, we're going to jail because they really are caught between a rock and a hard place. Robin made it plain and clear. I'm here to represent Andy and get the heat off of her. But that doesn't include, clearing your name because Fatima, things are looking very, very bad when the finger is pointed in your direction because of all of the facts and evidence we have right here. Now, sure, maybe you weren't the one that stabbed Gary, but out of all the potential suspects right now, you're at the top of the list because of the things we do have. So I think that I know it's a different continuity, but I just look at the current situation Fatima's in, and I can't help but think about what she said when Zach was about to rush up the stairs at Belinda's in Zatima, when Zach was about to rush up the stairs to confront Jeremiah with the gun. Fatima, where your gun? I don't have it on me. What? I'm trying to be better. And I'm thinking like that would be funny if this tied into this current Gary storyline where, yeah, Fatima has learned, not to point the gun or, hold people at knife point because it can come back to haunt her. So, yeah, I just think that that's an interesting little character tidbit if you want to connect the continuities of the shows. But I definitely feel like when it comes down to it, Zach is going to be freaking out because now it's going to put, I guess you could say, a fire under both him and Fatima's behind to try to find out who the true stabber is. Because remember, the whole point of their investigation that they agreed upon in episode 1 or 2 is that, hey, you didn't do it and I didn't do it, but we need to find out evidence that could get, the heat off of us, because the faster we find out who did it, the more, the faster we don't have to be involved with any sort of further investigations and whatnot. I mean, all I could think about is if Robin did turn that information into the authorities, because remember, Fatima either has to play ball at work and do what Hayden says, or Robin's going to turn that information, the photos and whatnot. And I can't think but help but think about what the Detective Morgan, not Agent Watt, but Detective Morgan, the one who was also doing interrogations, the one who told Zach, basically, and man, he kind of just said it outright that, well, isn't it a shame you're not cooperating? Because wouldn't it be a shame if poor little mute Michael lost being with his father due to a custody battle? Let's say if his mother finds out that, her baby daddy is up in a murder investigation as a potential suspect. So this could be utilized against Zach in order to have, Michael's mom, Heather, regain custody, and from there possibly initiate child support. So yeah, for all the times Fatima tells Zach, you need to calm down. Zach, you have so much to lose now. No. And here you have Fatima losing her cool, not over something involving her man, but her girl Andy, which is a sharp contrast to episode 1 where she told Zach up front, Zach, I'm not doing hard time for anybody. Not my family, not my kids, not my friends. That includes Andy. And now look at you, because you were a street hothead. You put yourself and Zach in a very, very damning situation, because like Robin said, I did the research, and it wasn't just, you trying to protect Andy. Your motivation could have been the fact that Gary has been withholding some of, your boyfriend's or fiance's money. So that's like double reason for you to want to do something to Gary. And man, this is crazy. It truly is. So I just wonder how things are going to turn out once Fatima tells Zach. We do know that they're going to do their own investigation. I think in this episode, Fatima tells Zach about a covert mission. And I believe in episode 8 or 9, that's when it stated in the synopsis that they come across some key information that adds yet another suspect to their suspect murder board. So we'll just have to wait and see how things play out. But yeah, it's not looking too good. It really isn't. What a way to start the day. And even worse is that Fatima waited the whole night to tell Zach. Remember, she got home from work early, went upstairs. Her and Zach were in the shower or bath. Then they came down, had dinner and whatnot. But she waited till the next morning to tell Zach this news. So yikes. The question is, what are they going to do? So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Fatima telling Zach about the ultimatum. And how is Zach going to react to this? Because it isn't looking good whatsoever. And like I said a week or two ago, I think it's funny that Robin all of a sudden has this evidence that could put Fatima in the hot seat. And this is directly after Zach put... I'm sorry, I can't get over the fact that he was about to serve some Zaccos, and he took that little picture and name tag of Robin and was going to add it to the suspect board. I thought that was hilarious. So yet again, folks, I appreciate the support on the channel. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.